Hey guys, Chris Chavez here from ChavezCreative Company. I hope you're having a wonderful, productive, and just an exciting day. And in this video, we're going to talk about a few steps that'll lead you down the path to finally hitting that record button and start your video marketing campaign. But before we dive into today's episode, if this is your first time here, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified of all things video marketing as I post them. Okay, so we know that video is a very important tool when it comes to marketing. It shows our audience exactly what we want them to see. It teaches them what they need to know. But like I said in the opening, before you hit that record button, there are a few steps, there are a few little pieces of homework that you need to do that'll prep you, get you ready for that content, for the actual recording of that content. So depending on what social media platform that you use for your business, there are certain things within those platforms that'll kind of dictate and to kind of help you into understanding what works and what doesn't. For example, YouTube has an algorithm that will let you know just when your audience lose interest, when they just stop watching. They might go and watch a video about cats, or they'll watch something about a Marvel film. I mean, who knows? But there's something in your video that makes them lose interest. And of course, you can look at the analytics for your video so you can kind of tailor your next videos so that this same pitfall won't happen. And these peaks and valleys are a lot of things that you will learn as your content creation continues on in your career. But let's move on to the first step, shall we? So number one, creating a marketing calendar. The reason why you need to create a calendar, it's a perfect way to prep you, to get you ready, to make you understand what exactly you need to do for that week. For example, what I do, before I even sit down and write just a word of content, before I even create any kind of graphic, I think about what message do I want to relay for that week. For example, let's just say that week I want to talk about your core message. Everything about core messaging, what that means, all that stuff. So that Monday, I will sit down and I will write scripts. I will start to formulate a YouTube script, small little 30-second video tips revolving core messages that I do on my Instagram, and any other marketing material that would fit that topic. But I know generally from that Monday, from the start of that week, I know exactly what's going to be posted and when. And with each social media platform, there are fantastic times to post your content and not so good times. So do your research on those platforms to see when the best time it is to post your content. Number two, prep and plan ahead. So this is the number one reason why a lot of marketing content fails. A lot of ads fail because they don't really prep before they hit that record button. I mean, you know your audience, you know your content, you know what your audience needs and what you need to do to tailor your content for them. So no matter what the topic is for that week, do your research on it. If you're doing a video specifically on the peaks and valleys of social media marketing, do your research, do your homework, get all the data that will help illustrate what you want to get across to them. Because without doing your homework, if you just hit that record button, you're going to lose your audience's attention span because you're trying to formulate words, you're trying to think right on the spot. Now, I know some people can actually do that, but you got to get in the habit of understanding, doing prep work to figuring out the detail so that you can adequately get the right material out to your audience. Number three, think about what you want to achieve from that video. Now, do you want that video to help your business grow? Do you want that video to help drive traffic to your website? Do you want that video to help you in retaining sales? Figure out the why, the wants, the needs for that video, what you want that video to achieve. That'll definitely help you to curate the right content that'll answer all those questions. Number four, the video length dictates where the content is posted. So what I mean by this is, let's say Instagram stories, right? Instagram stories are about 50 seconds, around there. Anything above a minute, it's too long, you have to trim it. So when you think about the platforms and the time constraints that they have, tailor your video towards them. And what you can do with this is you can kind of film two different videos. You can film one really long video that you want to post, like I'm doing now. And when you're done with that video, so let's say when I'm finished with this one, if I want to take a smaller portion of this video and add it to Instagram stories, I'll just film a second portion that is in that same 56 seconds. But time does dictate everything, so keep in mind the length of your video before you post it. And number five, the very last one, and it's a big one, a call to action. Now, I've talked about call to action many times in some of these videos, but it is indeed important. Add a call to action at the end of your video, giving them something to do once the video is completed. I mean, a call to action could be a link to your website, it could be a link to a sales page, it could be your social media handles, something that's going to give your audience something to do, something tangible that can get more information or to reach you in a specific way. Call to actions, I mean, it is a great way for the audience to reach you. It's a way for them to connect with you. If they have a question or if they love something that you said on your video and they want to talk to you about that, it's a perfect way to provide them with some form of contact information. Phone number, email, something that they can tangibly take and find you, essentially, reach you. That sounds creepy. But guys, in conclusion, before you set up your gear, before you put your lights up and you clean your lens and you get everything going, go over these steps. The more you go over these steps, the easier it's gonna get. And it's gonna feel like second nature every time you post a new piece of marketing content up on whatever platform or your website that you choose. But guys, if you would like more information on my business, please visit www.ChavezCreative.co. But that's it, guys. Do your homework, create the best content you possibly can, be the best social media marketer that I know you can be, and create content, guys. Content, content, content.